Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David Interheaven, and we are back with another video. Now, around the 2014, 2015, I think 2013, 2013 to 2015, there was a Formula One driver by the name of Alexander Rossi, who started out, I think, as a young driver for Caterham, then moved on to Manor slash Marussia. He did eventually drive in, I think, the 2016 season or 2015 season for Manor. I don't remember which one of them it was, but this guy had a lot of potential, and he was supposed to be the next best American driver in Formula One. But of course, it didn't work out because Manor and eventually shut down, and he ended up losing a ride. Fast forward to right now. Fast forward like 3-4 years later, he is actually battling Scott Dixon for the championship in IndyCar. I mean, this guy has proven that he has a lot of potential. He's like 23, 24. In Formula One, that would have just been, if he was in Formula One right now, he would probably deserve a ride like with Haas. I'd say he'd probably go to Haas because Haas is an American team, but he loves it in IndyCar. He's been winning in IndyCar. He's been running strong in IndyCar for, I think it's Andretti Autosport, if I'm right. Hopefully I'm right. I think it is Andretti Autosport. In his first year for IndyCar, he won the Indy 500. Can you imagine that? You come into IndyCar after racing 2 to 3 seasons with Formula One, and in your first race, you win the biggest race in IndyCar history, the Indy 500. His mind was probably just like, oh my God, I've won the Indy 500. And I'm not sure if he was driving the number 98 car. I don't think he was. But now he's driving the number 98. I want to say Napa, but I know it's not Napa. I want to say Napa, but it's not Napa. Tell me, guys, in the comments down below, is it Napa that Alexander Rossi's car is sponsored by? But he drives for Andretti Autosport. He is currently right now up to the final race right now. He is 29 points back of Scott Dixon, and it's a double points race. Apparently, I didn't know that IndyCar's last race is a double points, and Alexander Rossi's 29 points back. He's the closest one to Scott Dixon, after Scott Dixon had a miracle in Portland. This guy was involved in a 5-car wreck in the first lap and still managed to go through. That's a miracle right there. Imagine if he didn't make it through. Alexander Rossi would probably be leading the championship, would probably be like 5 points behind. But they did say if Scott Dixon finishes second, he wins the championship. If Scott Dixon wins, he wins the championship. But in order for Alexander Rossi to win the championship, Scott Dixon has to finish 6th or worse, which is very possible because it's Sonoma, and Sonoma's a road. They normally drive on the road course track. Well, some road courses, some like ovals, but IndyCar at Sonoma is just unpredictable, and I do think that something could happen to Scott Dixon, and I really actually hope. I've never really watched IndyCar like on a weekly basis, but I do hope Alexander Rossi does win the IndyCar championship, because that's basically a slap to most the F1 teams that passed on him, like when Manor shut down, because that's basically saying to every F1 team, it's just like, hey, I went to this other sport and I won the championship within 3 seasons. Meanwhile, I could have been racing for y'all, and I probably would have been around the mid-table. That means IndyCar is better than Formula One. And who knows, Fernando Alonso is coming to Formula One next year. If he wins the championship in his first season in IndyCar, for Andretti Autosport also, he's going to be a teammate to Alexander Rossi. And if he wins the championship for Andretti, that's a slap to Formula One. That's saying like Formula One's cars are, the cars that Fernando was in, well, that's basically a slap to the team he was in, but it's a slap to most people that passed on Fernando, saying like, hey, this is what you could have had. I'm winning races in IndyCar. I could have been winning races for you guys in Mercedes, Red Bull, or Ferrari, but you guys decided to pass on me. Meanwhile, Bottas, Pierre Gasly, and Charles Leclerc could not even be winning. And then Fernando goes on to win the championship for Andretti Autosport, or it could be an Andretti Autosport battle with Fernando and Alexander Rossi. But simple, sweet, and short, I do hope Alexander Rossi does win IndyCar championship, even though I am a Chip Ganassi fan when it comes to IndyCar. I love Dario Franchitti up until he retired, and Scott Dixon's a very good driver. I mean, he has 4 championships in IndyCar. He's going for his 5th, so that's really impressive. And I can't deny his skills. I mean, to get, like I said, to get involved in that 5-car crash on the first lap and still manage to make it through the field, and I think he actually finished 5th, if I'm right. Tell me guys below if I'm right. Did he finish 5th in the race at Portland, or did he finish lower than that or above that? But I do honestly think Alexander Rossi has a chance, but in my honest opinion, I don't think Alexander Rossi's gonna do it. I think Scott Dixon's gonna finish in the top 5 and win the championship. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all tomorrow with the NASCAR predictions. Peace.